Hey guys, it's Christina with ICS, and I'm here at the Epic Theaters of Lee Vista. It's spooky time, so I'm kicking it off right here at the Freakshow Horror Film Festival. Let's check it out. One need only glance at the box office receipts to see the impact of Halloween on the film industry. Horror movies once dismissed as niche fare have become the staple of mainstream cinema. The Freakshow Film Festival has shown some great films that have gone to receive major distribution from studios. I got a chance to interview some of the filmmakers in attendance and watch some great films, like our first interview with filmmaker Brendan Rudnicki.
I'm Brendan Rudnicki. I'm the director for Shadows of Bigfoot. Shadows of Bigfoot is a Bigfoot creature feature. It's found footage. We shot it out in Tampa, Florida. And it just kind of revolves around horror and Bigfoot myths, and it tracks two investigative journalists that go out there and try and find out to see basically is Bigfoot real or not.
So I played Barbara Murphy, the found footage girl, but I also did all of the special effects in the movie. The movie was really fun to work on. It was my first feature film ever working with DBS, so it was definitely an adventure, and I enjoyed it very much.
My name is Andrew. I play Drew in the film. So Drew is the kind of counterpart to Grace, who plays my fiance in the movie. Drew is a bit more of a go-getter kind of thing. He wants to help Grace kind of get the story by any means necessary, even if it's reckless at times. He's like, we can break the rules, it's fine. We can stay out late. We can go down this trail that's closed. It's fine. And it unfortunately kind of, ends up kind of the reason why stuff starts going down is because of his choices. So.
Well, I've always been attracted to creature features. I've loved them since, I was a little kid. And Bigfoot's always been one that kind of, has tracked to me. I've really liked it. And I thought it was something that we wanted to explore. We had the opportunity to do it. I had a really good cast, and we had a really good Bigfoot creature and a whole bunch of special effects people that, I thought could pull it off. And so we made the movie.
So I'm a self-taught special effects makeup artist. I have always loved Halloween. I've always loved art. My dad and I would spend hours watching zombie movies growing up. So that kind of installed the love for horror and gore in me. But I always wanted to do an avenue of art that's a little bit different than everyone else. So somehow that led me into the blood and gore as well. So I just picked up some cheap makeup palettes from CVS and started there. And I've been continuing to grow ever since.
I played Camper One, and I was mainly contracted for the movie to build the bear trap prop, but they had issues and needed an extra hand, so they filled me in as Camper One.
So I actually was hoping to be Camper One, but then they ended up writing a part for me. So I was very thankful about that.
We're local to Orlando, so it was probably a 3 or 4 hour drive, and we have tons of equipment and tons of cast members. And I've always liked shooting in Florida. We have shot out of the state, but it's always nice to be local. I really would like indie film to come back to Florida, and I honestly think it is. There's a lot of really cool horror projects being shot in Florida these days. We do cast our fans into a lot of our movies. A lot of the fans or actors that you saw in Shadows of Bigfoot were actually fans. Irish, we met at a film festival, and he has a prominent role in this movie. You can find us on DBS Films on Instagram, DBS Films on TikTok, DBS Films on Facebook. And we have a Discord channel that you can go into. You can talk to myself, you can talk to Dylan, Tegan. All the actors are in there. We're really trying to just help out filmmakers, actors, anyone that we possibly can. Because we just want to see filmmaking, continue to grow, especially indie filmmakers.
All right, guys, I am here with a couple of filmmakers right over here that have their film in the Freakshow Horror Film Festival. So tell us about your film.
Well, I guess I'll start off with the log line so people know what it is. It's basically about a company man that's willing to do anything for a promotion until he counters a hammer-wielding assailant at his house.
Oh, okay. And what is the name of your film?
The name of the film is A Sweet Tooth.
All right. And what were your roles? What did you guys do?
So I was the co-writer and director, and This is
Yeah, we wrote it together, and I edited. He was director. Yeah, it was a kind of a, a group thing coming up with the story and everything. It was over a long period of time, so it was how it evolved was very cool.
Nice. Now I want to know a little bit about that. Is this the first film festival it's been in?
No, it's not. We've premiered at a couple other festivals on the West Coast, but it is definitely one of the first in Florida as well. Yeah, and I think to elaborate what Jason was saying, we actually had met randomly at a film festival like 3 years ago. So, and we live in two entirely different states. So,
Yeah.
it's nice to actually collaborate with someone from completely different world, really.
Oh, that's fantastic. And how did you get that idea? Like what sparked this sweet tooth, right?
I think it came from wanting to write a story that was a little different than your average horror movie. Like we were thinking dark comedy, but at the same time with layers. Like a different person can look at the movie almost differently from another person. Like, because there's so many layers behind what's actually going on. So that was kind of our goal, and it kind of evolved as we were writing.
Yeah.
We had the little premise, but then it evolved as we were writing.
Yeah, I think like we were talking about, like, I think everyone has had a terrible boss that they hated working for, or a company. And I think that was something that we felt like we could, people could relate to. And I think that's sort of what really, really got, the ball rolling. And as Jason's saying, we did want something that was like, a satire, dark comedy with like slasher elements. So, but I think that really, really got things moving when we were like, who do we want to kill the most?
So, congratulations on your film. Where can we find information like where it's screening next, what you guys are up to next? I want to know.
Well, you can follow the A Sweet Tooth film on Instagram. You look up A Sweet Tooth, it's there. And you can also find me at Presley Paras _ on Instagram as well.
And what about you, Jason?
Same, just Jason Daly on social media. You can find us through A Sweet Tooth, and we always appreciate the support.
Fantastic. Well, thank you guys, and congratulations on your film.
Thank you for having us.
Of course.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys, I have wrangled up some more filmmakers. Guys, tell us a little bit about your film. What's it called?
Our film is a take on a found footage horror movie called McCurdy Point. We shot it up in Maine, and it's the story of 4 good friends who go up to Maine for a 40th birthday party, and it goes bad.
It
goes bad.
It goes bad. All right. And how did you guys come up with this film?
We went to a cabin in Maine and things went really bad.
Just a true story.
Yeah, it's actually just a documentary. No, we love found footage, and we were trying to think of like, what's a story that we could, kind of like produce, for lack of a better word, like cheaply with people that we know, people we like working with, people we think are really good, and we kind of made something that we could make, and that's really the barrier to entry to make any movie is, can you get it done? Because everyone wants to make a movie, everyone has an idea for a movie, but how do you get it done? And that's
How's the follow through? Now, you're from LA and Boston?
I hate your accent, but yeah.
I hate your accent.
Yeah. Hey.
Cut. No, he loves my accent. All right.
What are you saying?
She had it right. I
Boston.
agree with her.
How do you say?
Boston.
It's Boston. It's Boston.
Yeah, she's
it's Boston.
from New York.
It's Boston. So where can we find more information about your film and what you guys are doing next?
Yeah, follow us at McCurdy Point on Instagram. That's really the place to kind of follow our journey through our festival run and see hopefully a place where this can land, where a bigger audience can watch it and enjoy what we created.
Any last words?
Thank you so much. I heard you throughout the movie screaming, and I heard you both like laughing and gasping, so I appreciate you showing up. That was probably the highlight of the screening. Thank you.
All of that. Guys, check them out. They're awesome.
Thank you, Christine.
All right, guys, I am here with Robert Massetti, Festival Director of the Freakshow Horror Film Festival. How's it going this year?
It's going great. Really good festival. Got a lot of filmmakers, and the movies are just fantastic this year. it was so hard to pick specific movies for this festival, and it just keeps getting harder and harder every year. So yeah, really good, fantastic.
And you said like horror movies and all of that stuff. I mean, and they're getting better,
Yes.
right? So has anything changed, like with people like sending in stuff? Has horror changed in any way?
You know, it's getting to the point where it's there's messages now in horror films, and not just like, hey, a mindless killer is killing somebody and you don't know why. Now it's like there's reasons, and there's psychological reasons for it, and there's drama with horror included in it. So it's changing, getting more sophisticated in horror, which is good to see too.
That's pretty cool. So people are diving deeper
Yes.
into horror. I love that.
Yeah.
Now, what year are we on?
We are on the 19th year, believe it or not. Yes, and we're gonna next year will be our 20th anniversary. So we're trying to plan something really big for the 20th anniversary. So
Well, will
check it
definitely
out.
be here for that one. You know, so we know that the festival is going well. Love it. But I want to get into some things about you. All right. So I heard from through the grapevine that you might be getting into some short films.
yes, yes, we have a YouTube channel, and I recently released some of my short films on there, and they've been doing very well. One film has like 12,000 views, and it's only been up for a few weeks, and so we're like, let's keep that going. Let's do some more short films. So yeah, working on a couple. I got ideas. Nothing's going yet, but I got some ideas that we're working on, and of course we're also working on the feature-length version of Wish. So that's still going, and we're also planning another feature film too. So we got a lot of stuff in the planning stages, but we're going to start cranking out more short films because the YouTube channel is just doing really well.
So you know what that means, guys. If you're watching, you're an actor. That means casting calls, right?
Yes, casting calls. Yes, so if you're local, yeah, you can check our website, fearfilm.com, because we put all our casting calls on there. So
Very nice. Now, Freakshow Horror Film Festival is doing well. You got something for next year, 20 years. If you have a film that you want to showcase right here, next year is definitely that time, because it feels like it's going to be real special.
it is.
And where can they find more information about the fest?
Just go to freakshowfilmfest.com. You can get all the submission information there and everything about the festival. You can just find on the website, and all our social media is there as well. So,
All right. Thank you, Robert.
yes, thank you.
The Freakshow Horror Film Festival is always such a great time. Thank you so much to Robert Massetti, and congratulations to all of the filmmakers who got in this year. That's my time, but before I leave, make sure you guys are following us on our socials, ICS TV Show on Instagram and ICS TV on Facebook. Well, that's it for me. As they say in the film industry, that's a wrap. See you next time.